Hey, what up? It's the Man Fuse Podcast. I am Kay Lee, audio producer, sitting here with my co-host, a very tan Ben H.
What's up?
And I just got back from a trip.
Yeah, you did.
But you're looking extra tan.
Well, I've been out in the sun a lot.
Yeah, you have.
Without sunscreen.
Ooh.
I don't believe in it.
Yeah, going the safe route.
Might as well.
Melanoma? Here we come.
Well, you know, it depends on how you look at it, but sure.
So today on the Man Fuse Podcast, we're going to talk about 40 reasons why some people would rather have sex with themselves than someone else. We're also going to talk about this couple who came up with a very inventive way to handle the husband's sex drive. And if you want to join the show, we would love that. And please share it with others. Just go to manfused.com. That's manfuzed.com. But first, so I just got back from a trip. I went to, if I had to sum it up,
Yeah.
it is Disney World for Bama fans.
For Bama fans, specifically, it's Disney World for Bama fans.
Yeah. Now, if you don't live in the United States, I'm talking about Alabama Roll Tide college fucking football.
Well, hold on now, because I got to tell you, there's some pretty sophisticated Bama people out there.
Oh, I'm not saying that there isn't.
So we can't call out all Bama fans. And really, it depends. I mean, let's be honest. Who's your wife a fan of?
College?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is she Auburn?
No.
She War Eagle?
I mean, her stepdad was a huge Bama fan,
Yeah.
but I don't think she cares.
Yeah.
And I personally don't care.
Let's call it for the Deep South.
Yeah. Okay, for the Deep South. And so Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Pigeon Forge.
Dollywood is located there.
Nice. I've
Which
heard it's
was
a great place.
Dude, Dollywood's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It was a great time. It was a short weekend, and, you know,
Thursday to Sunday or what? Friday?
It was really just Friday to Sunday.
Yeah.
We couldn't even knock out a quarter of the shit on the list.
Wow.
That we had, like, VIP free
Dang.
passes to. But, you know, and our hotel was brand new. I'm going to not name names, but it was a brand new hotel. It was a lodge and RV park.
Interesting.
Now,
Interesting combo.
yeah, I mean, and it was cool because some people had some really sick setups
Yes.
of RVs.
Nice
And I
RVs.
would love a nice RV.
For sure.
You know, but that type of RV living,
Yeah.
RV traveling, there's the nice ones, and then you've got your bottom tier.
Yeah, you got the middle of the road, then there's the bottom tier.
You know, and the people watching was insane.
Well, it's a lot cheaper than a hotel room.
Absolutely.
And if you already have the RV anyways,
Yeah.
then you should just rent a slip, whatever they call it, a pad.
And I think the problem is that the people who were parking in the RV
yeah.
could come over and share the pool
They had access to the whole thing.
at the hotel.
Yeah.
And some people would drive their golf carts from their RV to
the
pool.
pool.
But I felt like in looking at the pool,
Yeah.
I felt like they were using it as a watering hole.
Oh, that's disgusting. So, like, because they're in an RV, it's
So-
not the best shower, especially in an old RV.
Well, now this hotel is so state of the art that it has a bathhouse.
Oh, thank goodness.
But that doesn't mean they use the bathhouse.
Well, some did. Some probably
Some
not. Some
did.
were probably washing their balls in the pool.
That's how we felt. My wife felt that.
And as hot as it has been, I bet the pool was rather warm. I know my pool's warm.
Oh, yes, it was very warm.
Which is even grosser.
Yeah. And I mean, this pool was jam-packed with people.
Oh, no.
I mean, jam-packed to the point where we were like,
All shapes, colors, and sizes.
ew.
Yuck.
Ew. No, kids, you can't go in the pool. We didn't let them in the pool.
Well, do you feel
And-
like the RV park should maybe have like a separate pool?
Yes, I do.
I mean, with a brand new facility, obviously a lot of money was spent.
Oh,
It's
top of the
probably a
line.
design flaw, because I can see how it could lessen the experience for the hotel guests. But it'd be a great thing for the RV guests.
They're putting in a lazy river separate from the pool.
Does it go through the RV park?
No. It goes in one circle. And I was
Shitter's
like,
full.
I can't even imagine what that lazy river's going to look like.
Dude, the ultimate RV lower rung character of all time. It's Christmas Vacation,
Oh my
Uncle
God.
Eddie.
Shitter's full.
Shitter's full.
I'm sitting there in his robe and his boxers and his boots with his hat.
Now, don't you get too excited, Clark. We're not going to be here for long. We're
Right.
not leaving for at least a month.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, I mean, we had a great time. It was just the people watching was definitely on point, but I do give mad credit to Dollywood. Dollywood was clean.
Yeah.
They had so much stuff for the
Can
kids.
you stay there?
They did have some properties around
Oh, that's
Dollywood
cool.
that you could stay real close, which
Nice.
is probably what we would do in the
Yeah,
future.
that sounds like fun.
It's definitely like price-wise.
Yeah.
Disney will try to just stick it to you for
Right.
every Coke.
Well,
It was
I'm not
actually-
about the shit Disney's about right now anyway, so I hate that for Jack.
What?
Because I don't want to go to Disney World.
Why?
All the woke shit, they're putting out a bunch of stuff in their movies now. I just don't, I don't like all the stuff they're doing. We don't have to get into it, but, you know, I mean, Disney is kind of taking a little bit of a turn.
So you don't like the same-sex kissing in movies or something like that, or is it?
No, I don't I don't like that. I don't think we should be putting that in cartoons, you know, or movies for kids. I think it's wrong, man.
Well, I mean,
Or any kissing or anything. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, do you want a dude hooking up with a dude
I mean, I
in
don't
like
think it was-
Aladdin? You know what I'm saying? Like, or is it okay for Jasmine and Aladdin to be together? I mean, that seems cool. But what if it's like Aladdin and Aladdin?
What if it's Aladdin and the genie?
Yeah, or what? Aladdin, they rub the bottle, the genie comes out, and
then I
Aladdin
want
starts
you to-
hooking up with the genie.
I want you to rub something else.
I got 3 wishes now. Number 1, get Jasmine the hell out of here. It's just weird, dude. I'm sorry. It's just fucking weird.
Is it weird because that's just not how we didn't grow up with it being like that? I mean, I almost think that in no way is they're not like full on making out.
Well, there's a lot of controversy about it, man. There's a number of things that are going on with Disney. There's a lot of claims from a lot of the kids that worked there over time that, you know, that as child stars, they were sexually abused and, you know, by like the freaking people who worked there at Disney. And they were like the kid stars that were like performing. And it was like a big part of the culture there. A big part of the culture was like, hey, if you're going to be a star, then like these are the kinds of things that you have to do.
Well, it's like Hollywood.
Kind of like Hollywood, but with kids. You know what I'm saying? So actually,
Kind of like Hollywood.
right. Yeah. Like
and-
Hollywood, same thing. And so so apparently they've become more open about that. A lot of things have been coming out about that. And I love Bugs Bunny. I love, you know, I've been to Disney. Epcot's awesome. Disney didn't even do Bugs Bunny. That was like Looney Tunes, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's WB.
Yeah.
Yeah. But whatever.
Warner
Disney.
Brothers.
Yeah, Warner Brothers.
It doesn't matter. Point being, Dollywood sounds like a good alternative.
Yeah, it was, and they don't price gouge you for every Coke.
I mean, instead of Disney, go to the Neuschwanstein Castle in Bavarian Alps or near the Bavarian Alps in Germany. I mean, for the same price that you spend going to Disney, you could probably fly your family to Munich, which is the closest airport to Neuschwanstein, and it's not an expensive place to stay. I mean, you get a room for €150 a night.
Damn, all right.
And go to the real Neuschwanstein Castle that Disney was made after.
Ben's now a travel agent.
Travel tips.
And we'll
travel
book
tips from Ben. Fuck Disney. Go to the actual Neuschwanstein Schloss in Neuschwanstein, Deutschland, the Bavarian region, and fucking get some culture, you uncultured bastards. Taking your kids to see fucking puppets that jack their dick.
Oh, God. Jesus.
It's garbage. You want to see fucking Buzz Lightyear banged in the ass?
Oh, my God.
Show your kids some Alps. You know? Let them drink some beer, look at some titties.
Wow, that took a turn, a very entertaining turn. So I mean, I guess we could leave it at that. Maybe we'll do more.
So
travel.
Dollywood was good.
Yeah, so Dollywood was good. So Dollywood was good. I found something, Facebook, a post that I found to be kind of interesting. Ben, we've talked about social media and how much of a disease it is on our culture.
Yes.
And our society. It said relationships and social media. It says temptation is all over our phones these days, and we have been programmed to swipe left because we believe there is always something better, someone better. The constant need to look elsewhere will leave people in a never-ending circle of unhappiness with their significant other. I honestly think the opposite gender is way too accessible in the 21st century to each other within our mobile devices, and men and women talk way too freely where boundaries are crossed, blurring the lines of inappropriateness. And they cheat on the one that they supposedly love. People need to take a step back, put their phones down, and focus on what's in front of them. Because some people don't realize how lucky they truly are to have what they currently have in a relationship. We should stop giving people the attention who don't deserve it and start focusing on the ones that do. Appreciate what you have before it becomes what you had.
Should have loved me while you had me. It's easy to overlook what's right in front of you, I think, because over time, you see yourself. It's like a reflection of yourself.
Well, my grandparents and your grandparents, in their day and age, divorce was almost none. You stuck it out with the person you married.
Yes.
Now, I'm not saying live your life in a loveless
or abusive
marriage, but
maybe. No, just kidding.
But everyone's so quick to be like, I don't have to deal with this shit.
Right.
So easy to pry into other people's fake lives that they see online and, start talking because they're like, oh, the grass is greener on the other side because now my grass is fucking brown and dying.
Right.
Because they're not nurturing it. They're not watering it.
That's right.
And they've probably pulled their attention and put their attention elsewhere on something that they think will be better.
Right.
And chances are it's going to be more of the same.
Or maybe it's just something different, Well,
right. The shininess of your relationship, of your marriage, wears off after a while, and then it takes work.
Yeah.
It takes work.
Yeah, you got to polish it.
You got to you got to spit on it.
You got to buff it out.
That's right. Just like every shiny thing, it loses its luster. With marriage, and as things, settle in and the newness wears off, compromising and being a partner has to come into play. People a lot of times just want to be like, well, I don't have to deal with that. She ain't giving me what she wants, with what I want. So I don't know why I'm giving him a southern accent.
You just got back from Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. You're right. I was amongst my people.
That's right.
That's
the
how
deep
I
south.
talk.
The deep south is coming out of you.
Yeah, this is how I talk. It just kind of opened up and shined a light on what I already thought. You know, it's like sometimes something, but then you read it again.
Right.
Years later, and it's like you forgot you knew that.
Well, I think it's a beautiful thing. I mean, and you do look back sometimes, or you get into situations with jobs or in relationships or with people, and you don't appreciate it for what it is, and you let what it's not outweigh what it is. Somehow we focus on, I think the cup is always half full and half empty. It's how you want to look at it, and there's opportunity on both sides. But I think that you have to really choose, because there's always going to be something that you don't like about something or someone. But you have to be able to find the aspects that you do like and that you do appreciate. And the truth is, I think when I get most frustrated is when I'm not focused on being the best version of my own self.
Right.
I think a lot of people that are getting divorces these days, a lot of people that are having broken families these days, it's really a result of either or both of the people not focusing on becoming the best version of themselves and loving each other for that.
Not sharpening themselves.
But instead just looking at the other person
going, God, you suck.
Yeah, you suck and I suck and we suck together. And the truth is, you're always going to suck if you're not willing to focus on becoming the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, I've got a good friend through a business group that I'm a part of who, at 45 years old, got divorced from his wife who he's with for 15 years and said it was an abusive relationship. He said she liked nothing. She liked no one. She was always mad. She was always pissed off. She was always getting upset about everything. And he just thought that that's how women were, that that's just how it was. Once you get married, you get to see the real side of a woman, and this must be how it is for everyone. Anyways, 45 years old, says I can't do it anymore, moves out, leaves her at the house, gets an apartment, and divorces her. 4 years later, he meets a girl in her 20s, late 20s, 28 years old, right? A couple years after that, he marries her. Now they have 2 kids together. And he said, dude, I cannot tell you. She is kind. She is sweet. She loves me like I didn't think was possible. I can't wait to see her every day. She's just the sweetest, kindest soul I've ever known. And I cannot tell you how grateful I am that I actually finally stood up to that bitch and left. Because if I hadn't,
right,
I'd still be stuck in that situation. And now not only do I have this beautiful woman, I have these 2 children.
right.
And the guy's in his 50s.
You know, at the end of the day, you are not going to be able to make someone happy who isn't happy.
That's right.
Happiness comes from within.
Yes.
Now, I guess your significant other can aid in your happiness, but and sometimes make you unhappy. But if you're just an unhappy person who's negative about every single thing and nothing makes them happy, hit the road.
You got to respect yourself.
You got to only have one life to live.
Yeah, absolutely. So I agree. And I think what you read was beautiful. But man, sometimes you just pick the wrong one.
Yeah, and you don't know. I mean, they could have that mask on.
Yes.
And, you know, and sometimes they'll wear that mask until you, for years.
That's
until
right.
you marry them. Now they got you.
Now they got you. There was a mass shooting an attempted mass shooting, I mean, with respect to the people and their families who did die, because 3 people died. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because it's an example why we should carry a firearm.
Right.
Because it was a civilian who was there shopping with his girlfriend. He was carrying a pistol for his personal protection, shot and killed the guy, and nobody else died. A lot more people would have died. Shooter was in the food court, went to the bathroom.
In a mall.
In a mall, the Greenwood Mall in Indiana, got his weapon ready in the bathroom, come walking out of the bathroom in the food court and just start shooting people. The guy who shot him said he heard 20 shots, which again, we got an amateur behind the gun. 20 shots. Again, respect to the people. I think he only hit 5 or 6 people.
I think 3 died. Was that
3 died.
Okay.
Which were probably close proximity.
This hero
shopping with his girlfriend, comes out,
sees what's going down,
takes this guy out directly and killed him. And I don't want to give any glory or recognition whatsoever to these cocksuckers that are doing these mass shootings. But what I do want to encourage people to do is, if you know your way around a firearm, if you're mentally stable, and, you know, if you feel like you're the type of person who in a situation like that would want to step up and neutralize the situation, do what it takes. Get yourself something that's comfortable, because, man, I'm telling you, how many mass shootings have we had in America?
Oh, I mean, more than the days of the year.
So it's likely that if you go to places like, you know, restaurants and malls and movies and shopping centers and Dollywood and any crowded place, it's increasingly more likely that you're going to find yourself in one of these situations. Everybody, most people know somebody who's been in one of these situations. I have some really good friends from North Carolina who were in that Las Vegas massacre where 20-something
that was
people.
awful.
Yeah, they were there in the front row, hiding under the stage. They had to hide under the stage, saw people all around them just getting popped.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I want to encourage people that feel that they can neutralize the situation to carry. That's how you fight back on this situation. Until we start skinning these bastards in public, we need to start making sure we got people on the ground that can neutralize situations, man. And they are out there, obviously, because that's a narrative that you start to hear more and more of these mass shootings. I'd say at least 2 or 3 out of 10 times you hear about how somebody actually had a gun and stopped them.
Yeah, it's what needs to be done.
So, dude, have you heard of the new death penalty that they've come out with in Ohio?
No.
It's this machine that literally holds you down in a chair and rips your fucking head off. Now, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about for these mass shooter cocksuckers.
Oh, my God.
We need to rip their head off Did you hear about this?
No.
I've got the thing right here.
All right.
Can we play it?
Yeah, please.
All right, listen. This is crazy.
All right.
All you have to do, look up Ohio new death penalty machine.
Injection is cruel and outdated. Ohio has replaced it with a system that quickly and humanely rips off the heads of death row inmates using powerful robotic arms. The new device is designed to be as humane as possible, emitting soothing white noise and putting prisoners on a cushioned seat before its metallic talons dig into their necks and painlessly wrench their heads off. Ohio Department of Corrections Director
The guy
Barry
just got
Moore
his head
praised
ripped
the
off
machine,
by the fucking,
saying, quote, "Our new system is a hallmark of compassion."
It's a hallmark
now
of
these deaths
compassion.
will be pain-free because the machine's claws are coated with topical anesthetic. Quickly pulling off a prisoner's head is considered less cruel than lethal injection, which requires 3 separate chemicals to first stop the prisoner's breathing, then paralyze their muscles, and then finally induce cardiac arrest, while this new method of quickly crushing the detached head ensures a
God.
The machine has already been used at Ohio's Granville prison, where yesterday it executed death row inmate Carl Ray Allen. Witnesses say his death was peaceful and relatively painless.
Holy shit, dude.
What
Executed by
the
head ripping off.
fuck?
3 o'clock this afternoon, he died instantly. The machine was fast. Very fast. I've never seen anything move that fast.
Psychologists believe the new method also
nuts.
eases the mental burden on prison employees. The head ripping off machine doesn't require an operator to flip a switch because it automatically kills anyone who sits in its chair.
Come
The
on.
machine also handles the prisoner's remains with dignity. And Ohio isn't the only state changing the way it handles capital punishment. Last month, Texas unveiled the Machinator, which humanely squishes up to 50 prisoners at once. And in Louisiana, death row
Holy
prisoners
shit.
can
What?
choose to become
Are you-
organ donors and have their guts sucked out through an industrial tube.
Whoa.
Does any-
Oh, God.
Oh, that's funny. It says originated as satire.
Well, I guess it's not real. But that's what I'm talking about.
I was like, what the fuck?
Did you see the hammer smashing the head?
Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, like you're saying, you want something like that.
Specifically for these mass shooters and the worst of the worst. The punishment should be so insane.
From the news reporter, this was the hallmark of humanity.
Yeah. What a freaking joke.
That was awesome, though.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know if it was real.
No.
So we were just reporting some fake news.
Yeah.
But maybe we do need a change.
Well, we need something like that, man.
A skin ripper machine in public.
Yeah.
I think that'll do.
Bring it to the scene. Like, on a trailer. It's like a glass encased trailer.
Yeah. With like a glass window for
Yeah.
everybody to see.
Where, dude, if you're a mass shooter,
The
everybody knows. Try to keep him alive.
18-wheeler pulls
Get the
you up.
gun.
18-wheeler pulls up with the glass
Hold him
encased-
down.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's going in the skin ripper
Oh, God. In front of everyone.
in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Whoever
and I mean,
wants to
it's
show
already
up.
enclosed, so
Yeah.
all the blood and everything is just
Yeah.
splatters.
Yeah,
Mass shooters, fuck you.
done. Be less mass shootings.
Well, we will see. I like the head ripper, though. Good job, Ben, bringing us some fucking alternative
That shit was
killing
crazy.
fucking things. That's fucking crazy. That's funny. So, Ben, you sent me an article. 40 people confess why they would rather masturbate than have sex with someone.
Yeah, I thought this was really an interesting article, and I think everybody kind of has a certain level of this going on, in their life, potentially. I find it very interesting. There's 40 reasons here. A lot of them are because of how good sex toys are.
Yeah, I love a good glory hole.
Yeah.
I'm just like, wait, that's not a toy. That's a place.
This first one says, right now, I just don't have anything that can compete with my Hitachi.
Jesus Christ. I'm guessing that's from a woman.
If you wanted something done right, you got to do it yourself, number 2.
One of them involves having to deal with a woman and the other doesn't.
Dang.
Right. That's a man right there.
Yeah,
I think
maybe.
so. Right, maybe.
Even women who like women understand this one.
Yeah. It's true.
It's like chess versus checkers.
Yeah. I'm not laying on a bed with a dude on top wondering what the fuck I do with my body.
Yeah, that's interesting, huh?
Well, don't be a dead fish.
Yeah, don't just lay there.
Yeah, don't be a,
Step number 1.
Yeah. Don't be a corpse.
Doggy style's an option, you know.
Yeah,
You don't have to lay there.
Yeah, right.
Let him hit it from the back.
I don't have to cuddle with my penis afterwards.
Men don't vibrate, number 6.
When you have sex with someone else, you are sleeping with their baggage too.
How about number 11? I don't have to worry about disappointing anyone.
That sounds like
that is such a way to protect yourself from
what sounds like
damaging situations.
From scarring.
From scarring yourself.
No, from scarring the other person. With disappointment.
Pure disappointment.
It sounds like that person has had experience disappointing the other person.
How about 14? It's ethically superior to cheating.
Can't be a shitty dad if I just jerk off. No, I guess you can't be.
Well, back to my friend.
You can't get an STD from masturbating. My hand doesn't go behind my back and handle other dicks.
What does that mean? Oh, I was thinking in the literal term. Sounds like he had someone go around his back and handle another dick. Like a girlfriend cheated on him.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, you're right. At first, I was too. I was a bit confused.
Masturbating doesn't involve dealing with other people.
Yeah. Sounds like a real outgoing individual.
Yeah, a lot of these are very introverted people.
Recluse like.
Yeah. I'm down for a good old disappointing performance.
Yeah.
That was horrible. I know, but I tried my best.
Less messy, less acrobatics, less contortionism.
So this one is interesting. 28 says, sex has always felt like a chore. And obviously, I'm assuming this is a woman. Over the last few years, I also got far, far worse at talking to women. Never mind, it's a dude. Sex has always felt like a chore. Dude, you know that there's a lot of women that can't get off?
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, like most of them can't have orgasms.
Yeah.
I don't know what this. I've read a number of different articles that have stated different statistics.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because once I heard that, I was like, let me look into that. That's weird. I didn't know that. You know what I mean?
It's true, yeah.
I assumed they could all get off or something. You know what I mean?
I think it just depends on, A, how sensitive their area is.
Yeah.
And B, like, maybe the size of their clit could be one of the factors, and it has to maybe be hitting the exact right position. But yeah, there is a lot of women that, it still feels good, I hear, for them to climax, it's going to take a a tip drill.
How about this one?
Jackhammer.
39. While sex is great, the majority of the time, I just want to relieve some stress.
That's the whole point of it, though.
See, I feel like, wouldn't it be nice? You have a long day at work. Mm-hmm. You're stressed out.
Yeah.
Everybody in the house knows you're stressed out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
when you are.
Yeah, they do.
And, your girlfriend or your wife or your boyfriend, whatever, says, hey, honey, could you come back here real quick? I need to ask you about something. And you go, okay. And you're not even thinking about it. And you just walk back there. And you get back there. And they sit you down on the bed and they say, you've had a long day, hadn't you? And you say, what? Like, what's going on? And they say, shh. I want you to just lay there for a minute and enjoy.
I am right now.
The best head you've ever had in your life.
Suck the shoes off your feet.
All the way gone. Just drain the balls. Or for a woman, vibrate the clit, like whatever.
Yeah. Flick the man in the boat.
Make that thing pulse.
Yeah. Pulse. Break out my fucking air compressor.
Is there music in the background?
Yeah. when you started, you just now heard it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was in a whole different zone.
Yeah, you were. No, when you started talking like that, I was like, ooh, let me cue up the music.
Sounds like.
It's time for music cueing time.
No, but wouldn't that be awesome?
Hell yeah.
Like, and that was something that happened.
Weekly.
Yeah, at least weekly.
Yeah.
A courtesy
Yeah.
load. You can just get a courtesy load.
But as a married man, I might get basted once a year.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You're gonna give it one coat.
Jeez.
He said, jeez.
Oh man.
Oh, how about this one? Because I'm lazy and I don't want to put forth any physical effort and break a sweat.
And break a sweat?
Yeah, they don't want to break a sweat.
Not at all.
No, they don't want to put
Ever.
in any physical effort.
None.
Yeah. This person's probably obese. Boils down to my desire to make sure that the other party is enjoying themselves so much that I lose the satisfaction of the act. Well, you are a giver and you should keep going.
Yeah, give. The last 140. The only thing I need from real women is just non-sexual physical closeness. Now, this is interesting because I have a friend who's a girl. She lives in Montana, and her husband of 15 years is asexual, which means not interested in sex.
Yeah, I've heard of these people.
Whereas she is very interested in sex with her partner, right?
Right.
So apparently he hid it from her for like a decade or more. I mean, they have kids together and stuff like that. And finally he came out and he just said, look, I've been hiding this all along. I've been lying to you the whole time. I hate sex. I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't need it. I love you, but don't like sex. And so she said, okay, fine. Do you mind if I get another boyfriend that likes sex and is okay with this whole situation? And we can just be one big happy family. And that's what's going on.
Does the other guy live with them?
I think so.
Oh, that's weird.
I think so.
If it works, it works.
I mean, the kids are in the house. The father is there. The mom is there. And, you know, the new guy, I don't know if he's there yet. They're engaged now. So I guess he's divorced. She's divorcing the original guy and marrying him. And so I don't know how they're...
How come our house guest is always making mama scream in the back room?
Yeah. Well, dude, it's very clear. I mean, they are very passionate toward one another. Like, you see their social media, and I mean, it's like there's fire between these two.
What, the new guy?
The new guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like their social media. I mean, she got like professional photographers, you know, taking photo shoots of them. And I mean, dude, they're just like, you can just tell.
They're in the honeymoon phase.
They're in the honeymoon stage. I mean, they're banging everywhere.
And where is your friend? Or where's the husband?
Well, my friend is the girl.
Oh, okay, where's the husband?
Well, he's in the pictures too, but he has like a different... He gets like a different picture. Like, they're standing like, you know, arms around shoulders, like thumbs up.
Right.
And the other guy's like, got his...
He's
hitting
like...
it from the back, you know, like pulling her hair.
Yeah, oh, my God. Oh, my God. He's like, don't touch me.
Yeah. The other
"Don't
guy's like, yeah, I don't like to be touched.
Let's end it on this one, number 36, because this sounds like something that would come out of Dollywood.
Oh, God.
There ain't a pussy in all the land that fits as tight as your hand. Let me repeat. There ain't a pussy in all the land that fits as tight as your hand.
What a beautiful soliloquy.
That's poetry.
That's poetry. We got to find that guy.
Well, his name is Synonym Bun. No, not that David. Not that droid. That's the guy. Not that droid. If you have any thoughts of why you would choose masturbating over having sex with someone else, please hit us up at manfuse.com. Now, Ben, my wife actually sent me this article, which I found to be, and this actually is a great segue from what we were just talking about. So a woman was tired of her boyfriend's high libido.
Yes.
She didn't want to have sex as much as him.
So he was probably jerking off a lot.
Or he was trying to have sex with her.
Well, right, but she didn't want as much sex as him.
Right.
So he probably wasn't even approaching her
Probably
as
not.
many times as he wanted it, just when he really felt like he wanted it. And even that was too much for her.
Right.
So she compensated.
Right. Now, she wasn't secure enough with him going outside of the home
Right.
to get that extra fulfillment.
Right. She didn't want that.
No. But what they did do is they had a doll made in her likeness
Amazing.
that he could play with.
I wonder how much that would cost.
$1,500.
Well, that's not so bad.
Well, but compared to like one of those blow-up dolls you see with the big open mouth.
I mean, the doll looked pretty good, man, for $1,500.
Yeah. I mean,
A little creepy.
It looks just like her.
Who's going to wash the doll? The doll's going to get dirty.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm sure he probably. So the long-suffering partner of Callum Black, 28, has countered her boyfriend's high libido by buying him a sex doll, which looks exactly like her. I mean, exactly.
It looks pretty close.
Now, the couple who earn a living posting content on subscription social platform OnlyFans and TikTok began exploring the idea of a sex doll after first contemplating a threesome. She purchased Callum, the $1,500 doll. The couple, who have been together for 4 years, now treat Dee, the doll, like a real person, dressing her in white lingerie and dresses, taking her out on car rides, and watching their favorite show.
What?
The in-betweeners together. They also post sex tapes of themselves with Dee, as well as wholesome videos of themselves all sitting on the sofa together.
Interesting.
Charlotte, the wife, said, "We were talking about spicing things up and having a threesome or foursome, but like most girls, I was worried I'd struggle to see Callum, that strapping young man, with another woman. It's great because Callum has a high sex drive, and if I'm not in the mood, he's got Dee there."
God.
While you're in bed, is he allowed to take Dee?
Next to you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, it seems like it'd be no limits as far as, but who knows? Maybe he has to ask her permission. It's her choice whether it's going to be her or why don't you go get Dee?
Him banging that doll right next to her.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
If she is cool with it, or the amount of noises allowed. Have you ever... Okay, I'm sure you've had sex with people that make minimal noise.
Yes.
And I'm sure you've had sex with people that make a maximum amount of noise.
Yes.
Maybe you are, Ben, the person that makes the most noise.
I have a loud voice.
Have you ever seen the movie MacGruber?
Oh, I've seen MacGruber. It's the guy from
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. Candle. Oh my God. This is the guy.
I'm gonna fill you up.
Fill you up. I'm gonna fill you up.
Okay, just let me do this, honey. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna do it.
Look at her face. She's like this.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Awkward.
Oh my God. That's how I sound in bed.
Like a stuck pig.
They call me the elk. All right, this is the Man Fuse podcast. If you have any thoughts, if you want to be part of the show, hit us up at manfuse.com.
Out.